Artists with dream, I never waiting. Over, I stayed it like a darling. Just give it the light. We'll keep on blazing high. Nothing is it high. We'll keep on blazing high. Turned 18, artists with dream, I never waiting. Over, I stayed it like a darling. Just give it the light. We'll keep on blazing high. Nothing hits it high. We'll keep on blazing high. Somebody get busy working. Working out of the mother, you in, I get out, kiss the out of this. Star every time when you pump it. Always out town, never done a show. Stop.
What's up? This is his lordship. I don't even know where that beat coming from. That beat should not be playing. Let me see. Yeah, that's some kind of malfunction. What's happening? That is crazy. So yeah, we in the lab. You see my hand? This is my touch screen controller that I designed by using Touch OSC. It should be a free app, Touch OSC. You can use it to design touchscreen controllers that control anything that'll take a OSC signals, such as MIDI. And I'm using the what is it? I'm using the Touch OSC bridge to connect it to to send MIDI signals. But yeah, that I don't know why it's playing that track, but maybe we could do something about that. Yeah, so we just playing some tracks using Tractor DJ, and then I'm gonna work on Diva Divine's intro and stuff like that. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the chat room and people that's watching in the background. We got New Orleans girl first in the building, and then we got, of course, we got Key Dead Man and Bright Street, and we holding it down. But yeah, why is that track playing in the background like that? It's almost like it's auditioning or something. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. We got some gremlins, huh? That is crazy. Well, I'll take that as a sign. What's happening? She says she says she'll come back over. She's cooking. Speaking of cooking, I had brunch today at this place. I was gonna transfer the pictures over, but you know, I'm too lazy tonight. I don't know what's going on with this music software though. I'm kind of disappointed, and that's what took me so long to go live because I was trying to get this thing right. Preparation. And why is this thing going so fast? I can't get right. Let me see what this is. Okay, let me turn on the volume.
Papa sometimes likes to sit in silence. Yeah, my papa sometimes likes to laugh and vibrate. And my papa sometimes only hears the sirens. Yeah, and my
papa sometimes only sees the violence. Yeah, and he calls it blubber. He calls the violence blubber. And he would turn to me and my brother named Papa. And he say, with all this blubber, I wonder if peace been done there, peace been done there, yeah. He say, I depress it, the lily one them. I depress it, the lily one them for peace, yeah. You say, with all this blubber, I wonder if peace been done there, peace been done there, yeah. You say, I depress it, I pray, the lily one them. Yeah, I depress it, the lily one them for peace, yeah. Oh yeah. She was a lovely lady. My mother, she would always call me baby. My mother was West Australian English, maybe. My mother felt best when she was free and zany. My mother, she liked to toil in silence. Yeah. My mother used to play with oils and vibrance. My mother would stare death with defiance. Talk of Sierra Leone, London, love and violence. And talk about my papa and how we call the violence blubber. And she would turn to me and my brother named Kappa and say, with all this blubber, I wonder if peace been done there, peace been done there, yeah. Yeah, I depress it, the lily one them. I depress it, the lily one them for peace, yeah. You say with all this blubber, I wonder if peace been done there, peace been done there, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I depress it, the lily one them, the lily one. I depress it, the lily one them for peace, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Condition, man. Look at what a mess you've done down here. This is paradise that you have slain. The ecological data center down the drain. Condition, man. Look at what a mess you've done down here. This is paradise that you have slain. An ecological data center down the drain. Cause you never understood who you were. If you saw your God, would you recognize
Yeah, I give up. We're gonna we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.com. But that was an interesting experiment. It was just an experiment, and it went quite well. Yeah, you was hella close to the to guessing what the cost of the brunch was. You know, I can't really say who it was courtesy of, but you was hella close. Like, I mean, damn near like if it was the price of right and they gave you a little bit of leeway, I would, I would have said, "Come on down." Maybe this thing could show a picture. Yeah, I have to rearrange it. I have to connect a micro HDMI cable. I have to re-rig the wiring and stuff to actually show it. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Let me turn this camera back on. Did I turn it off anyway? Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I would have to do some rewiring. Anyway, that's my touchscreen controller that I built years ago. It wasn't even like this ain't even recent. I got some of the stuff I've done years ago. That's I'm just presenting it on this platform. But that touchscreen controller has 3 pages to it. That's one page. This is another page, and this is for like effects and equalization. You know, and then the third page is for picking the songs. See, I can pick songs, load them, mix them, use effects without touching the computer from a significant distance from the computer. And this is kind of cool because if you're DJing a party or something like that or performing your music, the worst thing you can do is be hunched over, staring at your screen and not, interacting with the audience. And some people try to bend their neck in a way that they can look at the audience in their computer screen and they hunch over. And I'm like, man, that person's you're gonna need a wheelchair. You're gonna need a walker at age 35. There's just no way you can hold your neck like that. So you got to raise the computer up, or now that we got iPads, you can just put the iPad on a tripod, and now you can be Kraftwerk. So let me see what y'all seeing. Oh, let's see, what did we have? There's static from the music. That's why, me, I will not continue if the sound is not right. Now, I use Touch OSC, but there is a more intricate version called Lemur that used to cost $2,800. But now, since the first iPad came out, Lemur only costs $49, and it's better than it was before, because now not only Lemur uses OSC, but it uses MIDI also and physics. But there was a long time ago, you had to buy a flat screen called Jazz Mutant. Then you had to buy the software called Oculator and use your PC to use the touchscreen controller. And I actually saw Kanye's people at the Grammys. I don't know if you remember, but one time he did the Grammys and there was a gold pyramid on stage. And when they brought the cameras up to the pyramid, you saw people inside and they were touching the screen, and you saw these these little balls bouncing around on the screen. Well, that was Lemur, and that's when Lemur was $2,800. But now with the iPad 7 years later, when the first iPad came out, I'm talking in past tense, Lemur is only $49, and it's much better than it was before because it's all in the box. And that's LEMUR, and you can have that for your phone or your iPad. Now, what did we eat? The static was from the music. You trying to run too many things. Everything ain't compatible. That DJ software that I was using, a lot of things that I'm using now wasn't around when that version of the software was out. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, but it's running pretty well. It's running pretty well. But this iPad that you're looking at the top of the screen is actually my first iPad. And I'm trying to think, do I have anything cool on here that I could show besides this? Let me see. That's my mixing board in the background. What can I know I got a mood lamp on here. That's pretty cool. I got NBA Jam. Let me see. I got some weird instruments. I even got like a readout, like one of those LED readout type of things. There we go. This would be cool. Let me dim the light a little bit so this could be more noticeable. So let's get back to the menu. She had some kind of salmon and egg dish, salmon and eggs and cranberry juice and some kind of egg pie, like a slice of an egg pie. I don't know what it's called. Now I had chicken and pancake, basically like chicken and waffle, except it's like a waffle pancake. So it's kind of almost as hard as a waffle, but it's not. It don't have the waffle look. It looks more like a pancake. It was very good. And I had orange juice, but I didn't want to go all out with the mimosas and the Bloody Marys. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, my first iPad still works. It's like a tank. I mean, you could actually assault. You could commit a felony. You could hit somebody with this iPad and it would still work. And the battery still lasts 10 hours. And there's still 250,000 apps that work with the first iPad. And one of my favorite apps is the Porta 24 Tascam Porta Studio, or the 4-track. Wow, man, MC Bright got some class, man. Quiche. And how many people can pronounce that? But look, yeah. Oh, it's telling me low battery. See, I talked all that crap. I talked all that crap and it said low battery. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace this iPad with the iPad Air 2, and it's going to have what's called Touch Able because I'm about to load up Ableton Live. But I'm going to also see maybe I can load up some pictures from the place I was actually at, and if you want to look up the place on your own, you could do that too. And it's called the Claremont Hotel, Spa and Resort, Claremont. That's where I was at. Let me put my mask on because the reflection off this iPad is quite acute. Yeah, man, you was on point. Yeah, the sound was jacked up, man. The sound was jacked up. So, what can we do? Well, what is this? Skycap. $580 East mix. Yeah, Touch OSC is another free app that allows you to work with Ableton Live without even looking at your screen, without even looking at your computer screen. It also allows you to quantize without having to go up in the menu. You could just hit the quantize button. But I really like Touch OSC. It's genius. And it's just nice to look at while recording. So just give me 1 second and I'll be right with you. All right.
Scorpio, and my name is Delight. And the lady that I like is one with a classy feel of warmth and sensitivity, who will be my everyday sunshine, even on a cloudy day. So if you fit this plan, grab my hand and try to understand. From the instant moment I saw your face, you can best to believe my heart began to race. The playboy died, and soon I realized that I was stunned by love when I looked in your eyes. Wishful thinking, wishing you was right here. I'm on fire, I want to hold you near. Your lips are wet and your skin is soft, so let's allow this love to take its course. Float on, girl. With the light we float on.
One, two, yeah. My name is MC Bree. I'm down with DJ Flash, Tekknology, right? And what we doing here together as a team, a true duo, is what we call kicking it. Said we kicking it. Back in 86 when I started this, I said the people told me preaching not an artist, but now it's 1990. I'm serving them well with the rhymes, rhythm, style, and clientele. Concert after concert, one after the other. A man with the plan plus a hustler undercover. A president A guy of his own. Said I knew I was proper and I knew I was strong, but all it takes is concentration, rhyme calculation, enough crew members to carry a nation. To be exact, yo Jack, I rehearse. The cat won't you jump, but I'll be catching it first, and I'm kicking it. Said it's real necessary, not lack of control, to be at the tip top with nothing but bankroll. To develop an actual skill, son, you gotta be born a natural real. When I high up on a pedestal, just a born idol. To me it's just a typical man-made title, to remain an architect and stay in effect. You're starting to sweat to eject is your best bet. Certified, legal, not against the law. I'm not irrelevant, but terribly raw. I got on-the-job knowledge and putting it on paper. No bun for those who BS the baker. That's right, the Mac, egg breed is all that. It's pretty simple, not to mention a fact causing major upsets for you so-called vets who is there in the beginning. Now you're sitting in check. I'm kicking. Yeah, I'm kicking. Man, this beat is so dope. Yo, Flash, get busy one time, you know what I'm saying?
Bitches, on my money, I can't hold back. Now's the time. All you lot of my bitches talk too much and get dick teasing bitches. Never fuck. I seen a long hair bitch working in stitches. Her hair ain't really but 2 inches. All you bald head hoes in the open world, running round town with Jerry curls. Nappy head niggas like myself, get a bald head and say go to hell. But use a snake, use a worm. You bald head bitch, you need a perm. So much game when a homie's tough. I make a bitch go who never suck. It really ain't lie, but I just matter. Now I'm saying, bitch suck better. Fuck you, stupid hoe. Tell me just what you know. I came to the party and turned it out. You said, oh, and he's got my dirty mouth. Bitch,
all up and down the east and west coast. Check it, check it. Hustling is the key to success. Money is the key to sex. The life is getting gas, drinking more, getting blessed. The games people play, the names people slay. It's just another ordinary day. Hustling is the key to success. Money is the key to sex. The life is getting gas, drinking more, getting blessed. The games people play, the names people slay. It's just another ordinary day.
What's up the cash? 2s for every blunt's ass, 3s for all the 40 brews, gonna cruise devour. 4s for the drugs, sex and power. I'll be the top dollar scholar, rockin' gold collars. While you tryna sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Step into my zone and get blown. My ways are internationally known, yeah. In case you haven't heard of red, have an appetite for beef, forget hand fat lad. Rapid fire echoes through your vicinity while you messing with this nigga from Trinity. For every shell that fell is a story to tell, but it's a fine line between grapevines and vines. Now I mean, there's no room for snitches and loud bitches, but there's always room for riches and deep bitches. That's how it be in this everlasting game. The clan want cops and leave a chump slain. So maintain and put the front into arrest, or today you'll be the grand opening of your chest. Success, triple beam, nah I mean, dollar bill.
Hustling is the key to success. Money is the key to sex. The life is getting gas, drinking more, getting blessed. The games people play, the names people slay. It's just another ordinary day. Hustling is the key to success. Money is the key to sex. The life is getting gas, drinking more, getting blessed. The games people play, the names people slay. It's just another ordinary day.
Streets are full of vengeance and it's expensive.
Ordinary
Streets
day.
are full of vengeance and it's expensive.
Ordinary
Streets
day.
are full of vengeance and it's expensive.
Ordinary
Streets
day.
are full of vengeance and it's expensive.
Ordinary
Streets
day.
are full of vengeance and it's expensive.
Ordinary
Streets
day.
are full of vengeance.
I'm calling up the posse. It's time to get to ripping. I freaking eat sunroof to keep you suckers tripping. Everybody's looking. If you're jealous, turn around. The AMG kick keeps us closer to the ground. We're getting good grip from the 50 series tires. The Alpine's bumping, but I need the volume higher, cause the 808 kick drum makes the girlies get dumb. We're rolling Rainier and the jealous wanna get some. Every time we do this, sucker MCs wanna battle. On demand, they love to hate the J.R. Ewing of Seattle. Picked up the posse on 23rd and Jackson, heading for the strip. Yes, we're looking for some action. The limo's kinda crowded, the whole car was leaning back. Maharaji's watching TV with two girlies on his lap. On Martin Luther King, the set looks kinda dead. We need a new street, so posse move ahead. And we all look kinda suave, the crew you can't forget. The Mix-a-Lot posse Cole ripping up the set.
My posse's on Broadway. My posse's on Broadway.
Posse up.
My posse's on Broadway. My posse's on Broadway.
Rolling in my posse was getting kinda bored. There's not another posse with more points scored. We don't walk around like criminals or flex like big gorillas. My homeboy kid sensation is the teenage lady killer. Maharaji's on the deaf side, dancing like a freak. The girlies early see his booty and the knees get weak. Larry is the white guy, people think he's funny. A real estate investor who makes a lot of money. Clacking lots of dollars, we all got gold. Cruising in his Benz and ain't got no place to go. Well, in 23rd, we saw nothing but thugs. The girlies was too skinny from smoking all them drugs. Cause the rock man got them and their butts just dropped. The freaks look depressed because our Benz won't stop. At 23rd and Union, the driver broke left. Kevin shouted, Broadway, it's time to get deaf. My girl blew me a kiss. She said I was the best. She's looking mighty freaky in a black silk dress. The closer that we get, the crazier I feel. My posse's on Broadway, it's time to get ill.
My posse's on Broadway. My posse's on Broadway.
Posse up. Cruising Broadway and my
check. From beef you can't check, you lose your neck up in this project. Hereditary, be a ghetto top celebrity. I want my corner go plated and mounted when they bury me. You see my adversary vary on this mission. I murder working lieutenants, reported they was snitching. The whole picture, I'm like the ruler on the streets. Messiah of the jungle made out of concrete. You can't take the heat, then move, you clean your legal. I'm moving keys up in the out of state, my two one chance to shine a eject. This is enough to make the average man sweat. I put the visual in text. There ain't no warning on what's coming next. You best to recognize the light check. Recognize, it's the light check. Recognize, it's the light check. I'm like the fast rapping nigga to start the heat clapping, jump into action, the walking time bar reaction. Threaten my figures, I'ma leave a people in your liver. Deliver hardy to pressure, the neighborhood problem giver. The Giuliani couldn't figure. Administer no remorse and just keep the cash on course. Feel the force when the works gets lost. This is survival of the fittest truth. I told the extra clip regroup. I'm leaving niggas see through. The Narcs are looking for me to dime on the niggas in my crew. I take the island over snitching. I relax the Hell's Kitchen and loosen up these words until my vodka stab switches. We're just making it to laying it down for taking it. The newest product, me and my people's creating it. So stand up for the closer it gets. The end is creeping like an insect. You best to recognize it's the light check. Yeah, recognize it's the light check.
Nobody's around. Just me. My head is full. I still have so much thinking to do. I've got time. Nobody's around. It's just me. That's empty. I'm bringing the truth. I'll give you hope. I promise I will. I'm bringing the truth. I promise I will. Time is now. Tricks and schemes will all be gone. Time is now. Tricks and schemes will all be Time is now. Tricks and schemes will all be gone. Time is now. Tricks and schemes will all be gone.
On the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked.
I, self-lord and master, shall bring disaster to evil factors. Demonic chapters shall be captured by kings through the storms of days after.
into the earth from the sun through triple darkness to blast you with a force that can't be compared to any firepower. For its mind power shared, the brainwave causes vessels to circulate like constellations reflect at night off the lake. Word to the Father and Mother Earth, seeking everlasting life through this hell for what it's worth. Look, listen, and observe, and watch another C-cipher pulling my peeps to the curb. Heed the words, it's like ghetto-style proverbs. The righteous pay a sacrifice to get what they deserve. Cannot afford to be confined to a cell. Brainwaves swell, turning the desert to a well. Experience the best teacher. Thoughts will spray like street sweepers. Little daddy street preacher, illustrious feature. Narrator you select, accompanied by deck plus the DJ you respect. It's 7.5 combined over the front line. The 10%ers promoting slander in their airtime. Bear in mind, jewels be the tools of the trade. Sharp blades, heavenly praise, and dues are paid. Above the crowds, above the clouds, where the sounds are original. Infinite skills create miracles. Warrior spiritual. Above the clouds, raining down, holding it down.
Yeah, I leave scientists mentally scarred. Triple extra large, wild like rock stars who smash guitars. Poison bars from the guards, bust holes in your mirage. Catch a charge, shake them down like the riot squad. Invade your zone, ruin like ancient Rome. I span the universe and return to earth to claim my throne. The maker, owner, plus soul controller. Ayatollah, rest in the sky, the clouds my sofa. Stand like Colossus, regardless to whom or what. Numerous attempts in my life, so who to trust? Who but us? To supply her with the fire, the burning truth. 150 absolute proof on the mic like Moses spoke in Golden Squad. Survivor of the oldest tribe whose soldiers died. I know the 5 families, we shed tears and mourn, but our hands are on the arrow cause the battle's still on. Sound the horn. We come rumbling through the function. Precise laser beam technique to touch something. When we die hard, to build a monument to honor us with. Humongous effect in the world, we could have conquered it.
Above the crowds, above the clouds, where the sounds are original. Infinite skills create miracles. Warrior spiritual. Above the clouds, raining down, holding it down. Above the clouds, where the sounds are original. Infinite skills create miracles. Warrior spiritual. Above the clouds, raining down, holding it down.
What's up? This is Lordship. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Don't try this at home. You cannot talk over music unless you have an elaborate setup. You need what's called a ducking system, and thankfully OBS Studio has a ducking system built in automatically. And I highly recommend not only OBS Studio, but I recommend Streamlabs OBS Studio. Streamlabs OBS 1.6.3. Now, I was going to show you Touch Able, but of course the battery on my camera is dead. So I'm about to take the battery out and charge it. But they do have another battery where you can connect an adapter to it, and that way you don't have to take the battery out. You can keep going, but ain't nobody got time for that right now. So this mix, let me see if this mix is Oh, cool. Hey, I bet it sound good on them headphones because I really try to, it's all for this show. It's all about sound and vision because I know some people got elaborate sound systems. I try to make it for 5.1 surround sound systems and projectors and all of that stuff. We're broadcasting around 4,000 kilobytes per second. And shout out to Truth Seeker in the building. I always checking out your show. I may leave a comment or something like that, but you be helping me catch up on stuff that I be missing. So you are the new archive. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And an excellent actor, man. This dude is an actor, man. He could be the next Yasub Koto, for real. I'm using Sony's wireless. Let me look at the number on it. I think it's H something. Oh, here we go. Sony WH-1000X M3. That's what I got on right now. So let me cut this off, and let me cut this on. This is Ableton Live, 1/3 of the screen, I guess you could say. Trying to stretch it. There we go. I'm gonna pull up Diva Divine's audio for her intro. We gotta do I think we got to do a full 2 minutes. Yeah, it's got to be a 2-minute track with visuals. I remixed Boogie Down Bronx, even though the Divine Queen is from Brooklyn, but I think I made up for it. I remixed Boogie Down Bronx, but in the track it says Brooklyn wins from Mobb Deep or whatever. Brooklyn wins. And then I got some really nice images from Brooklyn that I processed and some animation. I'm looking to see if that mix is on Dropbox, because then I could drop the link in the chat box right now. Let me fade that on out. And OBS, Streamlabs OBS is just like regular OBS, except you have a couple of extra, couple of extra things, and you see how my chat room, the text come across the screen is very dynamic, and Streamlab already has the plugins built in to the system. You know what I'm saying? You say you like my no, I like your live streams better, His Lordship. Okay, thanks for the compliment. And thanks for the compliment, all the compliments all around. And we should always compliment each other, be courteous to each other. I think it goes further than the scream fest and the yelling fest and the anger fest. How many times can you repeat cussing somebody out? That still works, Get it out your system and move on. But I could appreciate a good argument, though. I still be watching. I don't care. But the friendly shows just don't get, it don't get all the attention that the angry shows get. but it's all good. I think someone else had a conversation on Ali Sage panel. That's probably a conversation I didn't catch the beginning, but it says I had to try. Let me see. It's not 4,000 hertz. It's 4,000 kilobytes in 29 frames per second. So we got it loaded up. Let's see. But also, I'm gonna try to find images from that place that I had brunch. It's really an amazing place. But we do got the music up. Just to give you a little taste, it's loaded up. It's ready to go. Check this out.
I don't care who's first or who last, but I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the count now, 1-1 to Jackie Robinson.
Oh yeah, we ready. Diva Divine. That's going to be her new 2-minute intro with visuals. She's waiting on it. I'm excited. We also have some work with Ali the Sage. It's going to be really amazing. And then I have another project in the person will remain anonymous, but their project is so serious that it's a pretty hefty thing, but I don't want to spoil it. So, but somebody gonna bust out with something really, really out there. I can't speak on it, but they allow me full creative, like let me get loose with it. So, but I will say that it involves I can't even say, but it involves the king of pop. I put it that way. All right. How do you clear your samples? Well, guess what? This is not a sample. Believe it or not, it's not a sample.
Yo, check this out, man.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the count now, 1-1 to Jackie Robinson.
So that's how it's gonna go. I just gotta perform it, and basically you hit the record button, and you go through the different scenes. Thanks. There's a lot of thanks. There's a lot of pre work before I bring it to YouTube to make it seem like it's easy and I just throw it together. But there's a lot of background engineering before I make it look easy. But Ableton Live is a great software. I've been using. Let me see. I'm on version 10, and when I first started using Ableton Live, I was using version 4. And same goes for Reason and Cubase and Nuendo. And then I started using some nerdy stuff like Max MSP and Reactor. I started with hardware. I started with nothing, just a 4-track, I started with a double cassette stereo, doing college radio recording edits. You want to cut out the DJ talking and stuff. You got your finger ready on the record button, and you got your finger ready on the pause button. And then that was my first taste of engineering. And then I just worked my way up to software. You know how it go. Out here, there was a time when you could only hear East Coast hip hop on the college stations, and you didn't hear any rap after 6 p.m. I think, or before 6 p.m. something like that. So you had to listen to Cal Berkeley and Stanford and some of the little small independent stations. So I did use the original music at first, and then I made duplicates. I turned the audio into MIDI, and then I used my own instruments. So I used Massive by Native Instruments, and I use Warp Drive, but I don't know what instrument is that. That's probably a vintage, some kind of vintage instrument, like a Synth V. But it does have Marley Marl, Master Ace, Public Enemy, and Tila Rock. So those will be and Parish, but we got to try. Hopefully it won't get recognized. There is Man Parish, Master Ace, Public Enemy, Tila Rock samples in there, but it ain't the main thing of the song. Well, I always feel. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Let's go into the theater. No, that's not really full screen either. All right. I'm just trying to get some of this stuff off the screen. Okay. Now I gotta make it brighter. The opacity. There we go. This only take a second because I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm going live and work doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing at the same time. There we go. This will be brighter. Boom. All right. I got too many sources. This stuff is crazy. Okay, now if I haven't lost you yet, you don't need everything but the kitchen sinks. Man, sometimes you just need to go live and quit showing off. All right, now, now, um, Pro Tools is hey, what's up, Vicky in the building? Great, I appreciate y'all coming out. I know it's late night. We got the time difference and everything, but this is what I love to do. This is my obsession. I do have to take my son to school and all kind of stuff in the morning. Move a whole business that just collapsed, and work the Cal Berkeley game. But we gonna do this. This is my priority right here. I love doing this. Now, Pro Tools can't do this. You see that? And with this here, you can perform like a DJ. Like you can remix something really, really quick. Let me save this. This is the difference between Ableton and any other software. And you can sync this. Like if you got some music software on your phone, on your iPhone, you could sync the MIDI, the tempo. And so if you run your phone or your tablet through a mixing board, now whatever you got on your phone can mix with this and you can record it in. But here's the main difference between Pro Tools and Pro Tools is great, but I used to use it in the 90s, and for me it's like it's for a live band. Yeah, it's for I'm not using the split screen, so you gotta excuse me. So in the far right corner you have these channels that are like scenes under the word master. At the far right corner is pink. You can scene number one could be 90 BPMs, right? but scene number 2 can be 120 BPMs or 60. You could change the BPMs when you go down to the different scenes. And if you was doing a show, all the parts of your show would be in that far right corner to trigger everything that's to the left of that. So I'm gonna go to my sample collection, and I'm gonna throw something together like in 3 seconds. All right. Well, 10. Let's say 30 seconds. I'm gonna throw something together.
You have another J?
Well, you get the idea, and you could do mashups really well. It's glitching out for some reason, but you could do the craziest juxtapositions or mashups that you can think of. Just let your mind go free, and then if there's any funky drum beat from your favorite song, not a like let me go to my vinyl collection. Let me see what you're saying also. But you see how fast you can do a remix? Yeah, and you can loop your favorite. Like if you play, like I got a bass guitar I play sometimes, and I got some, I got djembes and stuff, banjos and stuff like that. But I was trained on the saxophone. I went to the School of the Arts and I played the saxophone. But what's great about Ableton is let me find something that got a. I'm trying to find something that has a beat at the beginning. Let me see. Oh, okay, this is cool right here. Well, that might not be a good example, but trust me, I use that converting converting an analog melody line or whatever. I've used it plenty of times to remix something. Yeah, that might not be a good example. The only way I can really show you if I play a remix So so I'm looking for the perfect example. Well, here, this is how I use the here you go, Soldier Love. I just want to say that you only get one journey. You only get one chance. You only have one moment to experience love. So while you're on this earth, take that leap. Take that chance, take that risk. Because once you achieve it, you never want to let it go. And you deserve it just like everybody else. Be a soldier. Soldier for love.
I've lost the use of my heart, but I'm still alive. Still looking for the light, the endless pool on the other side. It's a wild. For the line of my fate, I'm addicted to land of my devotion. For love to know, turning
always a fun thing.
What's the matter, Sonny? Cut it out, Al. Are you scared, son? Stop treating me like a greenhorn. But that's what you are, my boy. I took the accelerated course before I started on this trip. It probably was too quick.
Of course, we can't spend all our time.
You may violate you. You may desecrate you. You may penetrate you. You may complicate you. Help me. I've broken up my insides. Help me. I've got no soul to tell. Help me. The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I don't wanna feel the same.
Government for the last years or so, but slowly it's leaked out, and some of us have been briefed on some of it. But I've also been in military circles and intelligence circles that knows beneath the surface of what has been public knowledge.
Repeat that. I will never in my life be ashamed of whatever it is that I'm out here doing. You don't want to fucking do things, ain't the right things. When it's convenient for you, who the fuck you think you are?
You are listening to Historship.
It ain't about truth of the matter is,
Unsafe, unsound behavior, Class B. I believe it's time for a strategic withdrawal, Michael. We can't simply push our way through.
Lotion rocks around the clock. Don't stop. YouTube rocks around the clock. Don't stop. The Bonnie rocks around the clock. Don't stop. My Mars rock around the clock. Don't stop. 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 Lower shit. Don't stop. Lower shit. Lower shit. Lower shit. Don't stop. 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 Lower shit. Lower shit. Lower shit. Don't stop. 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 Stop.
Yeah, I've never used a sample as a crutch. It's usually because people want samples, but all the people who get intros without samples get a higher sound quality. Cause usually I have to get the sounds off of video, but when I get sounds, I get them off of vinyl, and you know, you could tell the difference. But I prefer, and even when I did ZX first intro, the beginning was sampled bass, and as it got towards the end of the intro, it was live bass, drum programming, and live keys, and all that stuff. Cause I phased out of the samples. I used the samples at first to get your attention, you know. But here's the difference between samples coming off a MP4 on video versus samples coming off of vinyl.
We have died already. Our lives, progression from death, shall be filled. We the strange fruit, really thrown lifestyle, sons.
My bad. Hello? My bad. Damaged goods. Oh well. Damn, that sounds horrible. That's worse than scratching on the chalkboard. But it do sound very punk rock also though. It sound like I'm at a Anthrax concert. I've been to Anthrax concert once when they was with Public Enemy. All right, here. This has a Curtis Mayfield sample in here, but it's only the drum beat. There are no samples in this track except for the Curtis Mayfield drum loop. What's wrong with this damn thing? Maybe I need to reload the sound card. This thing done fried on me. I still need this software to do the job tonight. I actually got to stop now and do this job and finish these intros. But that's crazy. I got to reset the whole computer. Well, it's been real. Yeah, my computer needs some Pepto-Bismol. It just needs a hard reset. So we'll do this again, and feel free to check out the other videos where I'm working on other intros, using Ableton Live and stuff. But when I have to do something that's really like, I want to make sure the sound is really like huge, I use Cubase AI7, and I can run Reason, Ableton Live, Machina, Reactor. I can run all that stuff simultaneously. Even Fruity Loops, I can run all that simultaneously through Cubase at the same time by rewiring. Yeah. But don't tell nobody. Thanks, Vicky. Right on, Truth Seeker. Right on for people who hung in there. I know there's at least a 3-hour time difference, and we got a couple people from the UK watching, and that's about 11 hours right there. It's probably morning. It's probably 10 or 11 for them. So we'll do this again. I still got to stay up and finish this work, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with me.
I'm the magnificent.
Tell them what your name is. Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Why don't you tell them what your name is?